Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Welcome to Meditation Mondays with me and you. So it's Monday. It's that time again, that weekly meditation time. But, we're doing it outside today. And there's a reason why. So this morning I went out and I meditated with my ponies. I haven't done that in a while. And I was outside and I just kind of enjoyed sitting in the grass. Felt amazing after. So I thought, well, why not? Cooler weather is coming. We only have a couple more, weeks of this weather that is sunny and gorgeous and non-rainy and cloudy. So I thought, why not go outside? So this is why location change. So I am on the coast. We are doing it outside. We're sitting in the grass. We're grounding with the trees behind us. I'm going to bring everything together today. So this is Meditation Mondays, Soul Journey with Jen Snow. Thank you guys for being here. First off, I super appreciate all of you guys being here. Purple Princess, Diane, Lynn, thank you for making, you guys coming forward and being here every Monday. I had to set an alarm too because it was a crazy day. I actually realized that one of my sessions had gone overtime. I'm like, oh no. So it was like getting everything set up by the, literally 2 minutes, 3 minutes before this starts. So today I wanted to talk about, we've been talking about in the last couple about tools, tricks, and tips and how to deepen that meditation. We did the 15 minutes and we talked about breath work, and that is a great way to kind of start your day, kind of start your meditation practice, start your day and your day with. But there's some times where we want to dive in deep. We want to get into that place where we can get into that self-source soul space, where we can connect with our inner self. We can begin to journey beyond time and space. We can, begin to journey into our past lives, present lives, alternate timelines, universes, dimensions. Really, the only limitation that you have once you get into that space is the limitation that your soul or your subconscious mind puts up, just, because perhaps they are not ready for you to go there. And, when we do these kind of regression works, when we start to travel beyond the present now, our soul and our subconscious mind play a really big role in that, because our subconscious mind and our soul will never take us anywhere that we can't heal or somewhere that we're not meant to go. And even though sometimes we go places that isn't always fun, isn't always, a joy to return to, that doesn't mean that you don't have the power to heal it, the power to shift it, the power to change it, the power to resolve it. It means if you've gone there, you are ready on all levels, physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, ready to start to shift that story and shift the way that story is connected to you and continues to develop your present and future self. So when you are beginning your journey, when you are getting into that place to start to expand your knowledge, your connection, your awareness of your soul history, not just your life history, but your soul history and more, you are always protected. Your subconscious mind protects you, your angels, your guides, the light beings of the highest origin. They are traveling with you, and your soul, your higher self, is traveling with you. So just know, as you begin to embark on that beautiful journey, whether it be just connecting with your inner self or expanding and exploring and adventuring to other places and other parts of your soul history and experiences, know that you have all the tools that you're going to need to remember those moments, to connect with those moments, to heal those moments, to resolve those moments, or perhaps to go and claim something back from those moments. This is the thing, we get on these healing journeys, and and I fully admit this, a lot of my healing journey, especially in the beginning, was really focused on healing the negative, getting into the negative, releasing the negative, resolving it, shifting it, connecting with it, and understanding the purpose and lesson behind it, and everything in between, and how it was connected to me on all levels, how it connected to my soul path and journey. But one part that happened, I guess it was probably about 1.5 years into me working on my kidneys and my eyesight, that I started to get this intuitive knowingness about going in and connecting to the positive side. So the positive parts of me, to journey back to time and space when I had something that I really wanted to wake up within me, something that I really wanted to activate, a frequency, a vibration, a tone, for me, it was that confidence in my gifts and my abilities. I had to go back and reclaim that because I had lost that throughout this experience and from a past life experience where I didn't use all my gifts and abilities for wonderful, positive things. I actually went to the other side with them, and I carried a lot of guilt and shame from that. But in healing that life, I started to see that I had to go back and remember what it was like to be centered in my gifts and my intuitive self, and to be connected in fully and completely, and feel confident and worthy and trustworthy, that I could have this inner connection with myself and my higher self, and understanding, and that connection with energy and my intuitive self, with knowing without a shadow of a doubt that I would never repeat that one past life or alternate life, depending on where you sit with that. And once I realized that, it just really started to open up the opportunity to explore all the positive things. So explore gaining everything that I wanted to recall and reclaim, and then re-empower myself, and to go back and experience times, whether in this present experience or in another experience where that was in full flight within me and soaring, really helped actually change a lot of things for the positive as well. It was part of the healing journey. And that is something that, when I was working on my formula, because all of us have a formula. And sometimes the formula shifts and it changes, and we play a little here, and then we realize we got to giddy up, U-turn here. Finding that formula that worked really makes a difference. So remember, it's not always going back to the things that you think that you have to shift and change, but sometimes it's connecting with your inner self and getting into that place where you can reclaim and re-empower parts of you that you're ready to awaken, to remember, to promote, to capitalize on, to optimize, all of that wonderful things. So healing isn't always about going backwards to the stuff that is ugly and not pretty to change, because we can make a lot of changes as we reconnect with the positive sides of ourselves and reawaken those parts of ourselves that maybe have been buried deep under our experiences that we've had throughout life that haven't always been pleasant or wonderful or amazing. And what I have seen in many different sessions, because my formula actually has helped inspire how I can help people, is that sometimes going back and getting the positive side of things actually shifts the things that have been holding us back, the things that have been creating roadblocks, or the patterns or the habits, the belief systems that prevent us from seeing our whole selves, our empowered selves, the best versions of ourselves, the highest frequency us that we can be in this lifetime and beyond. So there is a lot of cool things that you can do when you start to connect with your inner self. And like I said, you're only limited by your imagination, and where your soul and your subconscious mind are going to guide you. Know that they're always there with you, working with you, along with your guides, along with light beings from the highest origin and vibration and frequencies. Some of them may have been traveling with you your entire life. Some may be part of your soul tribe, or your soul, where your soul originates from, or perhaps some come in just to be a part of that journey with you, and that can happen. Or even your animal companions. There is a lot of people that sometimes don't notice, but your animal companions can also come back as spirit guides and energies that help support you throughout your journey. Even though they may not be here physically, they can be here energetically. Or animals that are about to connect with you in the physical realm can also be working with you in the energetic realm before it's their time to cross paths with you here in the physical space. So, really connecting and allowing yourself to feel the presence of your guides and your light beings can really awaken that flow of communication, that flow of intuitive understanding, and really strengthen your ability to hear, feel, and sense the guides that are working with you, that have come to be a part of your journey, whether for the long haul or for the interim. Both participations are equally as powerful. So now that I've gone on that little tangent, thank you, Ozzy, because he was definitely the one my horse was definitely the one that was like, hey, Mom, got to talk about this. He was getting a little bossy. He likes his healing job. He likes being a therapeutic course. So one of the things that I use every time I meditate, and a lot of you who have, if you've been in part of my classes or my workshops, or if you've worked with me one-on-one, will know that this is a tool and technique that I use almost in every session, because I really find in my own experience, but I've also seen it like magic work for everyone that I've worked with. I think honestly, I cannot recall like going back through the history of working with people, even in school, that didn't find this tool helpful and didn't integrate it into their like everyday practice. And it's something so simple yet so powerful. So one of the first things we learn is we learn these different deepening techniques. We learn how to take people into from, their energy being here to calm, rested, and at ease, and just drifting into that subconscious mind, into that self-source and soul space, into that sacred place of where you can connect, you can travel, where you can just be and breathe. But and when I first learned this tool, I actually didn't see the value in it when I first learned it. It wasn't until I used it about 3 or 4 times that I was like, oh, snap. Yeah, this is it. This is what I need. And yes, when you meditate, there isn't always going to be silence. So this is the other part about being outside is this year I didn't run a lot of classes outside, but last summer I ran just about everything outside while the weather was nice, because when we learn to connect and like be in loud spaces, and we can learn to be in those spaces and acknowledge those sounds and let them utilize those sounds to help us take us deeper down, we can really begin to explore that wherever we choose to meditate will be okay, whether it be chaotic or still or soft. So it's a good thing to change up where you meditate, so it gets you into that place where you can experience different environments. And some may never work for you, and that's okay. And some you might be like, oh yeah, now I can go to the park or the beach or the lakeside and meditate, even though there's people maybe passing by, or you've got the sounds of nature everywhere, but that can really help bring you in. But now I digress. That's me, because sometimes I have a squirrel brain, which has always actually been amazing. But this tool that I use and that I learned in clinical hypnotherapy school it's called the eye challenge, an eye lock. And what it is where you breathe into those tiny muscles around your eyes until you get to a point where your eyelids are gently, softly, so heavy and so relaxed and rested that if somebody asked you to open your eyes, you would choose not to open them. You would choose just to leave your eyes closed, because you would choose not to break that deeper sense of peace or relaxation or rest or comfort or calm or serenity or bliss, whatever word you're resonating with that day. You let your eyes get soft, let your eyelids get heavier. Let the muscles around your eyes, imagine, sense, and feel them becoming gently soft and at ease, comfortable, and softly heavy, and heavier with every breath you breathe. And what's happening at that point, as you get to that point where you don't, I also notice my eyes are closing a lot more. See, I even coach myself into that space. You've now got into a medium state, a medium level of hypnosis or medium level of meditation. And from there, drifting is just taking time to drift with that feeling. And as you increase that feeling, the depth of your ability to deepen the experience and your connection to your inner space, your inner self, just will open up so much more quickly, and it will happen more in a faster fashion. So if you can get yourself into that little induction where you create an eye lock, and your eye lock is there, and you actually think to yourself, and I test myself all the time. I actually sit there and I'm like, in my inner voice, I'm like, okay, now I want you to go ahead and try and open your eyes. And it's when you make that choice, you're like, yeah, nope, not opening them, keeping them closed. It will just automatically help you flow deeper and deeper and deeper. Will also get you to that place where the environment around you, your conscious mind, will become softer and softer. Your subconscious mind and your conscious mind now are on equal playing fields, so you can access your soul files, you can access your soul history, your soul experience, your soul knowledge, wisdom, and knowing, universal knowledge, wisdom, and knowing. And it will just continue to deepen that experience. So I wanted to share that with you because I know I use it all the time, but I've never really explained why I've used that technique and how it's benefited me in so many different ways. Now, when I meditate, I hypnotize myself. I use that and I do a countdown from 5 down to 1. So that's why I combine those two all the time. And that usually, now that I've done it for so many years, that it just takes me right where I need to go, almost to the point where when I'm focusing on those tiny muscles around my eyes and my eyelids getting heavier and heavier, I'm almost like in a past life or wherever I need to go at that point. So it can really be a great tool to practice. Practice, practice, practice. The more you practice, the more automatic it becomes. The more automatic it becomes, the easier and deeper it will take you. And you may find the first couple times you're like, this took me, like, it felt like forever to get to that point where I didn't want to open my eyes, but that's okay. The more you go there, the more you learn that that's where you want to be, the more your mind and your body get into this space of allowance where you can rest, you can receive, where you can just know that's creating that space. And once you know, the rest is just fun and playtime. So that is the tool of the week. Focusing on those tiny little muscles around your eyes, to that point where if somebody came in and said your name or, wanted you to open your eyes, you would choose. And I say choose because once you make that choice to keep your eyes closed, you're just going to softly and gently and easily drift into that depth of meditation, that deeper depth of hypnosis more quickly and automatically. And then you can take that feeling, because there's a feeling that comes with it, and you can expand that feeling into every muscle, every nerve, every cell, and every fiber of your body, so that your whole body feels gently soft and comfortable. Every muscle is loose and supple. Every muscle is gently and softly heavy, so that you can sink into the space beneath you. You can, really get into that inner place of peace, that physical place of peace and calm. So that is the tool for tonight. So tonight, while we meditate, guess what we're focusing on? Last time we focused it on our breath. Today we're going to focus on that feeling and getting that feeling into a place where it gets stronger and bigger and stronger and more abundant, and where it becomes something that you can do. So, all right, guys. Yes, time to meditate. So when you're ready and willing, I'm going to ask all of you to go ahead and find a spot to sit, to lay down, to rest, whether inside or outside. Just find a spot where you can give yourself permission to be at ease for the next little bit. You can give yourself permission to go into that deeper space of sanctuary, that beautiful place of rest, into that feeling of comfort and calm. This is where you want to set your intention as you find that spot to sit down. And as you find that spot to sit or lay down, just closing your eyes and focusing on your breathing for a couple minutes. Focusing on those deep, easy, full breaths in and out. Breathing all the way in and all the way out. And as you breathe out, let your shoulders rest deeper down. Let your head sink deeper in. Let your back muscles begin to soften. Let your legs, the bends in your knees, get comfortable. Just find that comfortable space for your arms, your hands. And when you feel at ease with your physical body, when you feel comfortable in the position that you are in, just give yourself permission to change, adjust your physical position anytime you choose, and knowing that every time you adjust your hands, you adjust your legs, you adjust your shoulder, your head, your feet, your toes, your fingers, it's just going to take you into a deeper place of rest, a deeper flow of calm, a deeper connection into peacefulness. So as you find that flow of peace, as you find your breath of calm, as you find and are ready to give yourself permission to let go and release, let your exhale be that letting go. Let your exhale have that purpose, that job of releasing anything that comes to mind as you softly and gently breathe. As you breathe out, giving yourself permission to release everything and anything that no longer serves or resonates your highest and greatest self, the best version of you. Perhaps that's layers and years of worries and cares. Perhaps it's heaviness of stress and tension and tightness. Perhaps it's on an emotional side, physical, mental, emotional, and energetic. Breathing out that old energy. Breathing out any and all imprints, cords, connections, energies that no longer serve your greatest and highest purpose with each and every breath out. And imagine in your mind's eye that breath just pushing and releasing, allowing and letting go of anything and everything that you're ready to release and let go of. Imagine your exhale releasing any and all forms of heaviness that you may feel or sense yourself holding on to. Whether that be physical, mental, emotional, or energetic, or all of the above. Breathing it out. Imagine it just drifting away like a feather on a gentle summer breeze. Drifting further and further away from you as you let go and give yourself permission to release. That's right. Every deep, full exhale, releasing, allowing, letting go more and more. Perhaps as you breathe out and you sense and feel yourself letting go, you may notice a certain part of you. You may be releasing from your shoulders, or perhaps releasing through your back, releasing from your diaphragm, from your hands, from the center of your forehead, the top of your crown, the tip of your nose. You may be releasing from your legs, your feet, your ankles, your knees. Just notice any particular area within your body that you feel that energy dissolving from. Where you feel that heaviness that you may sense or feel yourself holding on to, getting lighter and lighter, softer and softer. Or perhaps you notice the tension in your shoulders beginning to unwind and dissolve. Or perhaps the softening of the worries and cares in your mind with each and every exhale drifting away bit by bit, thought by thought, more and more. As you continue to create this wonderful foundation, this wonderful space of creation, by letting go of the old and what no longer serves your highest and greatest purpose, you create space within you to flourish and thrive, to feel calmly connected, aligned and balanced, whole and complete. So as your exhale finds its rhythm and flow, let your mind wander to your inhale. And as you breathe in, imagine all that space that you're creating through your exhale. A welcoming embrace of something new and wonderful, something calm and peaceful, something empowering and inspiring, something relaxing and resting. So imagine what you want to fill your body with as you breathe in. Imagine what you want to fill your energy body with as you breathe in. Imagine what you want to fill your mind and your emotional body with as you breathe in. Perhaps it's calmness. Perhaps it's peace. Perhaps it's that flow of connection, a rhythm of softness. Perhaps it's more kindness and compassion for yourself. Perhaps it's that feeling of flow and creativity. Perhaps it's a lightness. Wherever you imagine your inhale becoming and filling every part of you. Every breath in filled with those properties of calm, of lightness, of peacefulness, of serenity, of bliss, of tranquility, of comfort, of rest, of relaxation. all of the above and more. Every breath in, filling that space with positive creation, positive energy, positive thoughts, positive emotions. As you breathe in prosperity and wealth, health and vitality. As you breathe in optimal energy, refreshing, nourishing, replenishing. That flow and rhythm, that frequency and vibration of positivity, connection, of calmness, and so much more. So feel your breath create and open that inner space door. And as your breath opens that inner space door to that sacred place, that place of rest, that place of release, that place of calm and gentle ease, let your mind wander to all the sounds around you. Taking a moment to let your conscious mind notice, to hear what it hears, to notice what it notices. Perhaps traffic passing you by, the sound of your family members moving about the house or the space that you are in. Perhaps cell phones ringing or TVs in the background, birds singing, wind in the leaves, the weather changing. Emergency vehicles and sirens fading off into the far distance. Tires against the pavement, horns honking, back up, beeping. People passing your space, conversations. Just take a moment to notice how you notice all of this. And as you notice all the sounds both inside and outside, on my end or your end, when you're ready and willing, when it feels right, giving yourself permission to allow all of those sounds, whether now or later, new or old, inside or outside, mentioned, unmentioned, to be a part of your process, to be a part of your calmness. In fact, knowing from this point forward that all those sounds can help take you deeper in and deeper down, knowing they'll no longer disturb nor distract you from this wonderful foundation of connection as you flow into that inner sanctuary, that inner home base, that self source and soul, lavish, wonderful, sacred place. So take a moment to listen, to allow and invite all the sounds to take you deeper and deeper in, deeper down into the calm, into that flourishing, thriving, beautiful inner connection. And when you feel at peace with the sounds around you, when you feel at ease with the space that you are in, let your mind wander back to your breath. Let yourself feel as you breathe, letting your breath become soft and natural. Letting your breath be allowing and resting. Allowing your breath to be comforting and calming, grounding and centering. And as your mind allows your breath to calm you, I want you to imagine that your breath is like a path into that sanctuary of self, source, and soul, into that lavish, wonderful inner space where you feel and can and allow yourself to light up and glow. Imagine each breath drawing you closer to that space within you. into that inner self sanctuary of peacefulness, of comfort that feels warm and cozy, safe and secure. That inner home base, that special place. So as you imagine, sense or feel your breath like a path. When you're ready, allow yourself to begin to move along that path. Every breath like a step down into that special place. Every exhale clearing the path within. Every breath in, that step deeper and deeper into that special place. Every inhale, a calming, comforting, soft embrace. Every breath allowing and peaceful. Every breath in, soothing and comforting. As you drift deeper in, deeper down, getting closer and closer now to that inner sanctuary, that inner self, sacred place where you can rest peacefully. And over these next couple breaths, feel yourself stepping into your favorite place, into that self source and soul inner space that is becoming more and more familiar, comforting, calming, and restful. And as you imagine, sense, and feel yourself stepping into that beautiful place, feel the earth beneath your feet. Feel the temperature of your perfect day on your head and your shoulders. Perhaps noticing if there's a gentle summer breeze upon your face. Or even noticing the odor and the smell of your sanctuary, your very special place. And as you find yourself now wandering through this lavish, beautiful space, this inner center core, this inner self source and soul home base, just imagine a spot to sit, to lay down, to rest, to be absorbed in the warmth and comfort of your special place, to be the peace and the calmness, to be grounded and centered, and creating more and more space within to feel calmer and calmer still, more and more peaceful with every breath you breathe. As you rest gently and softly with more and more ease. Now, as you find that beautiful spot to sit or lay down in your sacred home base, to feel the lavish warmth of your home, this very beautiful space all around you and flowing through you. Imagine in a moment closing your eyes down in your home base. And as you close your eyes down, when you're ready and willing, when it feels right, go ahead now and focus on those tiny little muscles in and around your eyes and your eyelids. Focus on how you would like them to feel. Perhaps softly, heavy, and calm and rested. Focus your breath into those tiny muscles around your eyes and notice as you focus on the little tiny muscles in and around your eyes and your eyelids, how they naturally, effortlessly, and seamlessly become more and more soft. Muscles in and around your eyes becoming smooth like silk. Calmer and calmer. Softer and softer. And there's plenty of time. There's no need to hurry as you focus on creating the deepest flow of softness. An even deeper sense of calmness. Encouraging, inviting, and focusing on allowing your eyelids to become so gently heavy. And as the eyelids become so soft and gently heavy, that flow, that rhythm, that frequency of calmness throughout your whole body begins to gently increase with each and every breath you breathe. That's right. So as you are focusing on those tiny muscles around your eyes becoming so smooth and soft, so at ease and filled with peace, and your eyelids softly heavier and heavier and heavier with every moment that passes. Every breath that you breathe. And notice how the softer and heavier your eyelids become, the more comfortable and relaxed the muscles from the top of your head to the palms of your hands, to the soles of your feet begin to ease, begin to softly, automatically release. That's right, the softer your eyes become, the deeper the rest, the deeper the physical slumber, the deeper the peace. So I'm going to go quiet for a moment and just allow yourself to focus on creating the deepest wealth of calm and softness throughout those tiny muscles in and around your eyes, across your eyelids. Let your eyelids drift deeper and deeper into that flow of heaviness, soft, gentle heaviness. And as your eyes become heavier and heavier, softer and softer still, every muscle, every nerve, every fiber, every cell and part of you gets softer and calmer, calmer and softer with every breath you breathe, with every moment that passes. Softly moving deeper and deeper into that inner space, into that inner wealth of your inner self, in that cozy, loving, gentle, warm embrace. Perhaps noticing the texture of the soft feeling throughout your eyes, eyelids, and muscles. Notice how you notice the deepening of the calm, the strengthening of that feeling of rest throughout those tiny muscles in and around your eyes and all the way through your eyelids and beyond. And when you know and feel that if someone was to ask you to open your eyes and respond to them, you would choose to remain in this beautiful space where your eyes are closed, and that softness, that warmth, and the comfort is that cozy inner space. And you know that your eyes would remain closed because you would choose it to be so. Take that feeling now and expand it through your body, deepening that inner self connection, grounding and calming the mind, body, and spirit. Imagine that feeling flowing from your eyes to your cheeks. As every muscle and every cell completely lets go and releases any and all energy no longer aligning with your soul purpose and path, no longer aligning with your inner self, that authentic inner version of you glowing brighter and brighter, getting stronger and stronger, and more a part of your everyday. Just imagine that feeling of softness flowing down through your cheeks, all the way down to the soles of your feet and beyond, as you drift deeper and deeper into that inner self connection, into that inner world of calmness, that inner sanctuary where you have access to all your inner memories, soul wisdom, source knowledge, and more. And the softer your eyes become, the deeper the calm. And the deeper the calm, the more open that inner self door remains as you connect into your inner self once more. You may even find yourself sitting, laying in your sacred place, connecting with your inner self in that warm, cozy, loving space. So take a moment to connect with your inner self, if you so choose. Connect into that light yourself. Notice how the softer your eyes become, the deeper you flow into that open connection with your inner self, your all-knowing self, your highest self. Perhaps noticing the softer your eyelids become, the more and more that feeling and rhythm, that flow and that frequency of peace and calmness is now softly and gently getting stronger and stronger and deeper and deeper. Perhaps as you feel your eyelids getting even more softly heavy, you notice your exhale, how it shifts and releases any and all energies, imprints, cords, perceptions, beliefs, thoughts, patterns, and habits that no longer align with your authentic inner self that is glowing brighter and brighter, stronger and stronger, and bigger and bigger. As you connect with your all-knowing higher self, more and more with every moment that passes. Taking a moment, if you so choose, to ask any questions of your inner self, your inner all-knowing self, and just allowing the messages to be received. And as you've opened this connection to your all-knowing higher self, that inner you, know that you can return to this space to connect with your inner self whenever you choose. And each and every time you focus on allowing those tiny muscles around your eyes to become softly loose and supple, gently and comfortably heavier and heavier, it will automatically take you into that deeper space of rest, that deeper flow of connection, that deeper self, source, and soul center place in the very center core of your inner soul home base, where you have access to all wisdom, knowledge, and knowing, where you can travel beyond time and space. You can connect with your inner self more easily and more openly day after day. And knowing that any and all messages from your all-knowing inner self, your all-knowing higher self, will come forward clearly and easily. And the more you connect with that inner space, the more you can flourish and thrive in advancing and moving through space and time. The more you can journey beyond to any inner space, more easily, more confidently, more openly. So as you take a deep breath, take a moment to celebrate this connection with your inner self, your all-knowing higher self, that is beginning to open even more. It's beginning to expand, deepen, and strengthen. Take a moment to celebrate if you chose to open that door, opening that door into that prosperity and wealth of abundance that is your light body, your soul body, your inner self connection, deepening, flowing, expanding as you open that door into your own inner knowing and understanding. Feel the ease of peace, feel the softness through those tiny muscles around your eyes, deepening the experience, strengthening your inner connection and more. And in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. At 5, you'll be fully immersed, fully aware, fully alert, feeling refreshed and restored, centered and grounded, and more connected with your inner higher self than ever before. 1, feel the ease of calmness flowing through you. That feeling of being centered and grounded and aligned, more united and harmonized, mind, body, and soul. 2, feeling refreshed and nourished, feeling revitalized and energized. 3, feeling physically at ease, all your muscles softer and softer and more calm and at peace. 4, your eyes are crystal clear, your mind is clear, your energy is clear. You're feeling calm, centered, and grounded, alert and aware. And 5, fully emerged, fully aware, fully alert, feeling refreshed and here in the present now. And when you're ready, going ahead and opening your eyes, feeling connected to your inner higher self, connected into your self, source, and soul space, even though you've come back into the present now, feeling that connection, that conversation that wisdom, that knowing, coming all the way back into the conscious journey. And knowing that every time you utilize that technique of softening your eyes, the muscles around your eyes, letting your eyelids become so heavy and soft that you get to that point where you would choose not to open them. If somebody asked you to, will just be a part of your process of helping you go into that deeper space of connection, that deeper realm where you can travel beyond all time and space. So that is one of the tricks that I use in my daily practice. I think I have to honestly admit, if I don't even have time to utilize my breath work, I use that. That is my go-to. So I just wanted to share that with you. I wanted to share those tools and tricks with you. I hope that you guys are having an amazing Monday. And for those of you who are looking to expand your journey, to explore your inner space in more in depth, I do offer my group classes on Tuesday nights. Right now, we're working on that healing space. I do have my monthly workshop coming up on, I know it's Wednesday the 21st, and that's where we're going to start to explore the Akashic records. And like I said in my last video, this will be a progressive thing. So we're going to get into the Akashic records, open the door to them, get a little more familiar with them. And then in the following workshops coming up, we're going to explore certain topics that you can find in your Akashic record. So that is the upcoming. If group is not your jam, you just feel like, you know what, you can't, just need a little more one-on-one. I do offer free consult calls and one-on-one sessions, mentoring, coaching, hypnotherapy, all combined on the soul journey. So I hope that you guys have the most amazing and wonderful evening. Thank you so much for sharing your time and your space with me. And I will see you I'll see you on Friday morning on the Shipwreck Show. And I will also see you next Monday. We'll be in the mountains next Monday. So we'll see what the weather is like on the mountains. If it's warm outside, maybe we can do another one outside, and the birds and the wind and the leaves can be a part of that place because it's a much quieter space. And so thank you for being here. Look forward to seeing you guys soon. And I hope you have the most amazing week. And again, if any of you have questions or you want a topic touched on, please send me a message. On Instagram, SnowJenL is the username, or send me a message here and I will build a whole show around it. All right, guys, have a great night and I will see you all very soon. Cheers.